Come, boss. When you do a pasture move and you know you got new calves in the herd, you got to make sure that the new calves make it. And there's one that I don't think did. That little black brockle face heifer that was born on the 4th of July, I think is still sleeping out here somewhere. And it does not look like she made it into the new field. And because all the cows have already made the move, it would be a bad idea to go down there and wake that calf up, because usually they wake up in a panic and just start running, and it would almost certainly not go where I want it to. So a better idea would be to just leave these gates open and assume that eventually it'll make its way up here, or the mother will go back out and find it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't have to start water out here in the middle field until tonight. And if you can't tell right now, it's morning, so we've got several hours. We've got the entire day, essentially. And while we're waiting for the little calf to make its way up here, I've got some errands to run, so we'll go do that first. That's what's going on today on Farmer Tyler Ranch. Well, I'm always saying how rough this road is. I guess they're finally fixing it. And finally we're here. All right, here's hoping it stays on there. Maybe it's speeding up. Update, I thought I'd be smart and take a different route to get back on the highway to avoid all the construction. And now I'm stopped at a railroad crossing, and it's hard to tell with the train, but it looks like it's slowing down, and I feel like there's a decent chance that it might stop crossing the road, which would, you know, kind of put me right back in the same boat. Well, I made it back home with my pile of metal here. It's always exciting to look at this and just think about the endless possibilities of things that I could build. Most of what you see on top here is square tubing. Plan is to use most, if not all of that, for the low buck squeeze chute build. And then what you don't see underneath all of that is a bunch of remnant pieces of stainless steel. Actually, we got one little piece peeking out on the side here. And the plan for all of this stainless square tubing is to make the frame and the legs for the salt feeder, and then the bin or the tub or whatever you want to call it that the salt will actually go in is going to be made out of this sheet on the bottom of everything. That's a 4x8 sheet of 14 gauge stainless steel. It was not cheap, but I'm hoping that this feeder will last forever, and if it does, then it'll be money well spent. All right, let's get in. Oh, lazy dog. Callie's developed quite the habit of asking for help getting in the side-by-side or sometimes the truck. And I guess it's my own fault, because every time she hops up and puts her front paws up and looks back at me like as if to ask, hey, can I get a hand here? I always help her. Now, the reason that I help her is because I'm thinking about the long game, and I'm hoping that by helping her do these things now, it'll extend the amount of years that she's able to run and play and do all the things that she likes to do. All right, let's run back to the ranch. I want to take some measurements off of the Arrowquip chute and see if that calf ever found its way up into the front pasture. And while we're doing that, I think I'm going to post a poll on YouTube that you will have seen by now. But I am kind of interested in which project you guys want to see me start first. I have a feeling it's going to be the squeeze chute, but I'm going to put the poll up and we'll find out for sure. And post. It is out there now. As Callie and I go and check on things, I'll be watching the results come in for that poll, and that's going to decide what we start on first. Well, there's Mother standing out here by herself, and if you look real close in the tall grass, you can just make out the outline of that calf on the wrong side of the wire, of course. The good news is, due to the fact that mother is out there and the calf is up on its feet, we should be able to walk out there and push them both up and get them in the right pasture. I'll be back. Guess I should test and see if this thing is working. Where can I stand where I won't get sprayed? Assuming it is. Well, it's pretty much working. I did see a nozzle was clogged though. I think it was this one. I strongly suspect that that calf is going to duck under the wire or push through it or jump over it or any variation of that before we get up here to the end. But just in case, that 1 in a million chance that it doesn't, I want to make sure I have that open so she's got somewhere to go through. Well, we ought to be getting close. Mother is looking real intently right over here, so that's probably where the calf's at. I still don't see it. It's gotta be right here. Where you at, baby? Oh, now I see you. I see some white there in the grass that doesn't belong. There you are. You can see that calf's been zapped a few times. Every time she touched the wire, she kind of backed off of it. That is until the time she decided to just walk under it. Well, there they go, off into the front field, and this will be better for them because they'll be out here for 3 days and there are no hot wires dividing that pasture up. So hopefully by the time the calf and mother, well, all the cows, move down to the backfield, she'll have things figured out. The budget squeeze chute that I plan to make will really be nothing like the Arrowquip, but I still want to take some measurements off of this thing just to make sure I've got the length that I want, the width that I want, and things like that. In fact, the chute that I make, I don't even plan to put a body squeeze on it, so maybe I should stop calling it a squeeze chute because it won't actually squeeze. The idea is to basically build a box with a floor that the cattle stand on and then have a good secure head gate for them. A body squeeze is nice, don't get me wrong, but for the majority of things that you do, you really don't need it. This low budget chute is mostly going to be for giving shots if needed, doctoring eyes if needed, and maybe even looking at a hoof. Having a body squeeze would make all of those jobs a little bit nicer to do, but it is not absolutely necessary to get them done. And you got to remember, this new chute that I'm making will get used very rarely. Maybe once a year, maybe not even that. We'll get that cage on it. So then I'm going to go 7 feet long, 5.5 feet tall, and then 28 inches wide. Of course, I'm just assuming that you guys are going to want to see the squeeze chute build first. Let's see what the poll's at. After 45 minutes, it looks like 123 people have voted. Stainless steel salt feeders got 17%, double hay spears got 10%, something else, we'll look through the comments, got 4%, and the low budget squeeze chute has got 69% of the vote. So in the comments, I've seen a couple for the concrete water trough. I kind of forgot to add that to the list. And then a couple for the fuel tank modification, which surprises me. I didn't think anyone would care about that. I'll let the poll go for a little while, but it's hard to believe that if the squeeze chute's got 70%, that something's gonna be able to overtake it. But you never know. What did you want, huh? You're just happy with whatever. This ground's pretty hard. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. We'll try it. Oh, just got it. I keep saying that one of these days I need to get my angle grinder and sharpen the edge on these dams. I think that might make it a little bit easier to throw in the ground, even when the ground is hard and dry. But, you know, haven't done it yet. Okay. Callie, what do you got? Okay, watch out. I don't want to hit you with this. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought would happen on the last one. Good enough. Got the clock set for 9, so the pump will click on at 9 o'clock tonight. The reason we do it that way is because peak hours end at 9 o'clock, so it's a little bit cheaper to run the pump after then. And then we'll let it run all night and hope that these are done in the morning or late morning or probably early afternoon.
Water looks good, but cow number 44 is down here what I would call nesting. This is one of the cows that's still due to have a calf, so we'll have to check on her this afternoon. We'll fast forward to the end of the day. We spent most of the day in town, so I didn't film any of that, but I'm back out here in the pasture now. I got all the valves set for tonight. I wanted to go check on cow number 44, the one that you just saw in the clip that looked like she was getting ready to give birth. Let's see if she did. Well, pretty much everybody is up grazing except for this one cow that's laying down by herself. I bet that's her. There are actually 2 calves laying with her. I'm hoping that one of those belongs to cow number 41 that had the calf the other day. But it would not surprise me if 44 had twins, because out of the, I don't know, 4 or 5 calving seasons that she's been here, she has had 2 sets of twins. Thankfully, I can see that that calf is most likely too big to be part of a set of twins, and the other calf laying here has an ear tag already, so whoops, and away she goes. Well, the calf and the cow really don't want me getting close to it. I'm trying to determine the gender on the calf. I'm pretty sure it's a heifer, but it's not really holding still so I can get a good look at anything. I guess the main thing is that it's alert and energetic. You see the way it's running around. Well, that's a pretty good indicator that it has nursed and it's a good healthy calf. So if it was feeling sick or not eating, it wouldn't be acting that way. Well, it's kind of strange how this is all working out. You know, the bulk of the calves were born in the spring on time when they should have been. And now it's like we're getting a second wave, like a summer calf crop almost, where all these late calves are really actually being born pretty close together. Speaking of late calves, oh, you still worried about me? So with the birth of that calf, that leaves only 2 more cows out here yet to calve, number 18 and number 19. And as luck would have it, both of those cows were the ones that I actually got the blood test to work, and they tested positive. So we know that they're pregnant. It's just a matter of time. And a little over 24 hours after posting that poll, we've had 1,200 votes, and the vote is in. Far and away, as I suspected, the low budget squeeze chute is what you guys want to see. I appreciate everybody voting, and to be clear, I do plan on doing all of these projects at some point. But the poll really helps me figure out where I should start. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.